day, folks. Welcome back to the channel. We're back in the fir thickets, so this is kind of a part 2. But before I fire up the chainsaw, I would like to talk just about why these fir thickets are not good for your woodlot. They're bad. So if we look, a fair amount of the material, you can see there's lots of standing deadwood. If we look up,
way up,
we see mostly trees with extremely small crowns. These trees are not healthy, with rare exceptions, and I do see a couple that have got a decent crown, but with rare exception, these trees will survive but not do well.
so they'll survive but not thrive.
Right. And by this point in their lifetime, even if we were to thin around them and free them up, after 20 years of suppression, fir will not regain its natural growth rate. So basically this stuff is a dead zone, or close to a dead zone, in terms of growing and storing carbon. These trees, most of them over the next 20-30 years, are just simply going to stand here and basically die an early death. So if you want your forest to be healthy, if you want your forest to be actively storing carbon at a decent rate, then this in particular is a serious problem. So for instance, before we even really started this in our very first management plan, our forester suggested we were growing somewhere around 1/4 of a cord per acre per year. I've seen examples where good woodlots, well managed, can do, I think, 1/4 to 1.5 cords per year.
So we're a long way off that.
What?
We're a long way off.
Long way off. Now, based on the work that we had already done after, about 5 years when we did the commercial harvesting, and the work I've done, that's been upgraded to about 3/4 of a cord per year.
So we're going in the right direction.
Right. So this cutting of trees is not, when it's done right, is not depleting your woodlot. It's not bad for the environment. It's allowing the forest to become a better forest that can grow big, large trees that, for us, are going to stay for a long, 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 long time. This is not a quick get rich. In fact, it's more of a get poor scheme. But it's a 1,000-year project. That's what I've said from the beginning, and I haven't changed my mind. This is a long-term project to really restore this woodlot to what it was once upon a time.
Or the new version of it.
Exactly.
Taking climate change into account. And
well, climate change, the wrecking of beech as a strong, healthy species within the forest. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons it's not going back exactly 400 years, but it can become a truly healthy old age forest. And this is not being done to grow trees for 80 years and then come in and cut them. This is to mostly have a stand of very old trees, where every now and then we pick and select trees that we can take out without damaging the age and the diversity of the forest that we have here.
let's just hope our great-great-great-grandchildren stay on that path.
They better.
Okay, time to get to work?
Time to get to work. Today what we're trying to do is find spaces to start dropping some of these larger trees. And while I have a bit of a space here, I'm concerned about, like this would be a natural tree, but this tree beside it has got branches out that are going to come and interfere with this one. But I think maybe I can get it down in here. Well, let's go give it a try.
Let's find out.
Not bad.
You just gonna leave them hanging there?
What's that?
You're gonna leave them hanging there?
Yeah. Because I think I'm going to drop one across them. A little worried about the wind. These are fair-sized trees.
Yeah, it's quite breezy, all right.
And I think it's coming primarily out of the south. I'm not sure how badly tangled they all are together. Yeah.
They seem to kind of all move together.
I can do some small stuff maybe.
He's hung up. There he goes.
Wind has died down a bit.
So you're gonna try one of those guys?
Give them a try and see what happens.
Hopefully the wind doesn't come back up in a big rush. He wants to go the wrong way. Ah, good. Another one hung up.
Come on. There we go.
Now, part way down. A little more. Good enough?
Good enough. So, in case you haven't gotten the idea yet, this is a pretty big, slow project. And the problem is that there's almost no end to this kind of work. First of all, we would look and see whether we're getting, after a year or two, any decent regeneration naturally. We are fairly close to a large white pine. I'm not particularly interested in promoting more red spruce in this particular stand, but we do have some other alternatives. Red maple for sure. But if we can't get anything decent to come naturally, then we need to come in here and plant. And if we plant, we need to keep an eye on it for years to make sure it's not getting browsed, to protect it from the deer.
Yeah.
At some point, as it grows, it may need to get additional sunlight, so you need to do some additional cutting. In other words, this whole project is not a come in, work for a day, work for a year, walk away, and just think it'll all look after itself. I mean, Mother Nature will.
Given enough time.
Given enough time, and that's the thing is,
we're just trying to give her a hand.
Climate change is not going to wait. It's here, and it looks to me like it could be worse than some of the predictions, because as a world, we're simply not, addressing this as a serious issue.
We're not getting it.
We certainly aren't. So, I need to be around here for at least another couple of 100 years, and I'm up for that.
I'm not sure I am. More power to you, bud.
Right. But, it's the same as people who clear cut their property, and then they have people come in and plant it as a plantation, and then after 10 or 15 years those trees need to be thinned and they don't bother. And so the whole exercise was a waste of money because they're not taking care of the long-term value that they tried to create. And although we're certainly not in favor of plantations, the thing is that this is ongoing, and you know, it's not just a step in for a couple of days and it's a complete project.
And you're doing your little bit in this little corner of the world too.
Little bit.
So thanks for watching, folks.
Have a good day, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.
Catch you next time.